storyteller Kyokudo Nanshun, Kodanshi Kyokudo Nanshun to moshimasu. I apprenticed under Kodan master Kyokudo Nanryo IV to become a Kodan storyteller called a Kodanshi. Do you know about Kodan? Have you ever seen Kodan before? No? Then please let me tell you about this very traditional Japanese performing art. Kodan is a type of traditional Japanese storytelling performed on a stage. Kodan storytellers sit behind a shakudai desk and tell stories about historical people, places, and things. 唐草象眼の伊達やぶみ、締め閉じ目の鞭を上げた前ひだ一三に乗り出したまを後に続く人々は。Kodan first appeared 600 years ago during the Muromachi period in Japan. Kodan's first storytellers were called Koshakushi, and they were battle-scar samurai. When these samurais could not fight in battle anymore due to a missing limb or whatnot, these battle-scar Koshakushi samurai would travel around Japan and they would gather and report information on the wars going on. They would talk about the battles that went on, the generals that appeared in them, the armor they wore, the flags they carried, the weapons they used, the horses they rode on. All of this was recorded. You could say that Koshakushi storytellers were the first ever newscasters in Japan. Also, Koshakushi could read when most of the population could not, so they usually chanted their stories while reading from a book. That is why I have the shakudai here. It was originally used to put our books on. By the time of the Meiji period, popularity for Koshakushi declined, and Koshakushi changed their occupational name to Kodanshi. They started to memorize their scripts in order to compete with rakugo performers. This is a traditional type of stage setup. It is raised off of the ground and covered in red felt. There is a zabuton, the fluffier the better, and usually purple. In front of that is the shakudai. Mine is collapsible and easy to carry. Before I come out, the audience will hear a drum play. This is called a tokidaiko. When the tokidaiko is played, I will come out from backstage, sit down, and then I will slap a leather-bound tool and bow. This is when you clap. So the most recognizable tool of a Kodan storyteller is this. This is called a hariogi. It is made from a broken folding fan wrapped in leather. Kodan storytellers use this as an alarm clock. You see, when you are listening to my beautiful voice, you may fall asleep. When I need you to wake up, I will do this. Hey, wake up! As I tell a story, I will use lots of gestures and also these, a folding fan and a tenugui hand towel. You see, these items have very special powers. They will turn into anything I need to tell a story. When speaking, Kodan storytellers must speak in a very loud voice, they speak in a rhythmic pace, and they also use lots of automatopoeia. Automatopoeia is especially important to Kodan. Sadly, English does not have as many expressive words as Japanese, so it is very difficult to give the same experience. For example, in the creation story of Japan, Izanami and Izanagi take a spear and they thrust it into a dark void. When they stir the void, it makes a goro goro. But in English, stir and stir? Mix and stir? When they pull out the spear, a liquid falls, putta putta. In English, drip drip, drip drop. This is something very hard to translate, but it's very important to Kodan. During a performance, it's okay to laugh, to ooh and ah and wow. Do show that you are enjoying yourself. It lets me know that you are with me in the story. When I sit down to start a performance, some audience members may say, "Mattemashita!" It lets performers know that they are loved. But as with any live performance, do not talk with your neighbor, do not talk or argue with the performer unless asked to, and do not let your cell phone ring or answer phone calls. You might get picked on. お菓子の姿はもうありませんでした。もし、今講談中で。ごめん。はい。Okay. The end of the performance looks like this. I will slap my hariogi, I will bow, please clap, and then I will leave the stage. So now you know the basics of Kodan storytelling. There's so much more I could tell you about Kodan, but my time is up for now. If you do have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. Please enjoy any of the stories that I have available on my YouTube channel, Kodan Storyteller Kyokudo Nanshun. Kodan performance dates will be announced on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Facebook. And please buy me coffee on Ko-fi.com and support English Kodan. See you at the next performance!